Hi everyone, the next instalment of our little churches around Rome for the station churches is the Thursday after Ash Wednesday is St. George. San Giorgio al Velabro is a 7th century church very near to the river Tiber, just behind the church of Santa Maria in Cosmedin. It's not far from where we were yesterday at Santa Sabina at the Aventine Hill, at the foot of the Palatine Hill. It's hidden away a little bit behind an old Roman arch. It's a beautiful 7th century church, very simple in its decoration, apart from a mosaic, a fresco I think in the apse. But otherwise it's very beautiful with old Roman columns which come from the Roman Forum from the 1st century. Some of the columns that go down the aisles. It's a really lovely sacred space dedicated to St. George, the patron of England as well as so many other places. It's believed the relics of St. George were brought from Cappadocia, where he came from, and placed in that church in the 7th century. So on this day, the pilgrims gather there for the celebration of the Mass of the Thursday after Ash Wednesday. A little aside for English people is that it's the titular church of Cardinal John Henry Newman. And if you go in there, there's a marble plaque just, I think, on the right-hand side as you go in to commemorate his time as the cardinal of that church. A little bit of more recent history of St. George is when I was a seminarian in Rome in 1993. There was very sadly a terrorist bomb attack outside St. George. A car bomb was left which devastated the portico of the church, the facade. It was over several years restored and is now back in more or less the same condition, having been put together like a jigsaw amazingly by the builders and the archaeologists. They've left a little bit just to let you know of something of the history of that attack in 1993 done by people, mafia people, protesting against some mafia investigations that were going on at the time. But for this Thursday, the Thursday after Ash Wednesday, we pray for that intercession of patron of England, St. George, who's commemorated in Rome on this day at his church, San Giorgio al Velabro.